Put it on the shaker and well,
Yeah, I see it.
what is it?
Thank you,
When you see it.
Oh, okay.
Tune on in, tune on in, tune on in, tune on in. Welcome to the Chicken Energy Podcast, and I'm your host, Damien. I'm gonna let everyone introduce themselves. Today we're gonna have a good topic about open conversation. Somebody late. I can't wait till they walk in if I can start cursing. Anyway, I want to the ones that's here now. I want y'all to introduce yourself. Let everybody know who y'all are.
Hello, I am Lakeisha and born Shreveport. Everybody know me from, I guess you say, like the queen of karaoke, the karaoke scene. Yeah,
Okay.
it was true.
Okay, go ahead, my brother.
How y'all doing? My name's Eric Connor, aka Mr. Don't Leave, one of your Southern Soul singers from Shreveport, Louisiana.
All right. Look, man, I want to thank y'all for being here. I'm giving myself a chance to get myself together. Y'all, for the ones in Shreveport, y'all come on here now. Y'all come on. Ken Foles in the back, I want to thank him. Shout out to Social Go. Shout out to everybody in Shreveport that's doing some things now. Like I said, man, the podcast is going to be built up about understanding and things like that. Let's say ladies first. So I'm going to let the lady go first. I want to ask you a question because, a lot of time as in the black community, it's hard to keep relationships together. It's obviously people play the blame game. It's the man, it's the woman, and et cetera, et cetera. I want to ask you, why do you feel most, not all, most ladies are single parents?
Single parents.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I would start off by saying communication, number one,
Okay.
is the key because people don't know how to properly communicate and actually work on communication because hollering at each other, screaming at each other, arguing at each other, it should never really get to that point, but it does.
Okay.
And so it pretty much, when it gets to that point, it makes and breaks the whole situation. Because whenever you get to speaking on a certain situation or a topic, let's say for example, the mom, she want the dad to come do this or that, or and let's say he may have a schedule conflict where, well, you can't, it's, so instead of just trying to figure out, well, what the schedule is and trying to come to a meeting point, it's either, he do all or nothing, and then he get mad.
Okay.
So like I said, it is a communication thing, and trying to find a median in between on how to try to work things out between the man and the woman.
Okay. I want to ask you another question. And communication is good, but just think about the communication. Where does it start from? Do you feel like it starts? Parenting has to start from the household. Do you feel as black people that some of this stuff we are taught, we listen to it all the time, and when it's time to talk or translate something, it's kind of hard to communicate for most women to communicate?
Yes, I personally feel, and I would use myself for example. Everyone was not fortunate to have, I didn't have my father, in my life, but I was blessed to have a loving mother and a very strong grandmother. And so I'm an 80s baby, so therefore my grandmother instilled a lot of morals and values that we actually lack today, in the black community, because now you have pretty much kids having kids now, so it's like, where is, the mentality on the raising and the proper raising.
Right.
But, like I said, when you're growing up, it goes back to your upbringing.
Okay.
Because when you're taught different things and then in life, but let's say you didn't have that. So sometimes you can take things around you that you been exposed to and learned from different things. They're just like when I was in high school, I saw a lot of girls walking around being pregnant in high school. So I told myself, well, I don't want to do that. You know, so I'm gonna do whatever it takes to not be there, because I know that's gonna be hard trying to carry baby and trying to be in high school. So even if you didn't have that upbringing, sometimes you have to look around and observe your scenery to get some of your your ideas.
Right. Well, I want to start with you, brother. Now, why do you feel most women are single parents now, the ladies?
I would say some of them too headstrong,
Ooh.
too set in their ways, feel like can't nobody tell them nothing. Too many men gave too much attention, they were spoiled as a child, so they feel like they should grow up that way. They you too pretty, I should have it this way. If I can't have it this way, I'm used to getting on, so why I need you? Instead of really want some love someone.
Oh, man, you hit me with that one. You're right. A lot of ladies, a lot of ladies do feel. To me, that sounds like a woman feel like she have what they call it, a lot of options.
Yeah.
They say God ain't too fond of pretty. A lot of people like that feel because they beautiful, they this and that, they can get anything for anybody. Now, cause I'm happy you said that, cause I'm gonna bring it up about the looks and the looks matter. Come on, brother, please don't start calling the phone. Whatever the case may be, y'all excuse me. When it comes to that out of a black woman, how does it make you feel?
Kind of upset majority of the time because my mom, she wasn't like that. So it's hard for me to understand. I'm the type of man that I have my little hard ways as a man I'm supposed to, but I'd rather come home and be in the comfort of a woman instead of I'm already dealing with the world, the streets, or whatever I'm going through. So if I'm dealing with a female, I'd rather show me the feminine side. I don't need the masculine on masculine. That's gonna do that's why we argue. There's no understanding.
Do you feel that also push a lot of black men away to other races? Do you feel that most and I don't mean to go to the but I have to because I want to ask you this. Do you feel, like I said, I don't see white people, I don't see Mexican, I don't see Naguag, I don't see Dutch, I don't see them actually downplaying their men.
Right.
So do you feel like sometimes and I'm not saying a man's supposed to walk off and leave a child. For the one that's on, please share open conversation. But do you feel like it be so much pressure and so much of this and so much of that that a man say, oh, you want the baby, whatever the case may be, you want to do that, then go ahead. Or do you think it's more, it makes it more when a man say, fuck it, I'll just walk away from it, start a whole other family?
Yeah, because they take so much hell. They ain't finna really get physical with that, especially if they're not that type of person. And you shouldn't have to get physical with a woman because she's trying to break you down. She just messes with your feelings. So most men don't wear that on their shoulders. They just say, you know what, forget you and I just see baby whenever you get wrong.
Right. But let me also ask you this question too. What do you feel a man's responsibilities are? Like I'm saying, every day when you get up in the morning time, I'm saying a man, a lot of people say, oh man, you a man if you ain't a man if you don't do this, you ain't a man if you don't pay all the bills. What do you feel the character of you yourself, what is a man?
I feel like a man
responsibility.
should be responsible for like a lot of things. Make sure the household is together. Make sure that your woman is comfortable. But it goes both ways too. Having structure in the house.
Come on.
Like the old, like my granddad and them had structure in the house and whatnot. Teaching the kids this and that when it comes, especially the boys, when it comes to yard work or working around the house, because most kids don't know how to do nothing. Don't know how to build a fence or not. Whatnot. So it's just being the one that everybody can go to, just like they should go to their mom about. Like any type of problem, anything like that. So I just feel like a man's job is simple, and a woman's job is harder because she's the one that birthed the child.
We're gonna talk about that a bit.
I said in a way. Because only why I said it because she dealt with it for 9 months.
No, I'm just I do agree. I want to tell a lot of people out there that's listening now, man. First of all, me as a man, you need to know who you are.
Yeah.
You need to find out exactly who you are, what you want to do, and responsibilities, man. But not only that, a man, the obstacles in life that we should be tackling: anger, self-control, all of those type of things, when you start learning those things, and man, you know who you are. Because what's gonna happen in life, man, you're gonna have some ups, you're gonna have some downs, you understand what I'm saying? You're gonna fall in love with people, you're gonna fall out of love with people. Things are going to be, life is gonna be like a roller coaster.
Right.
And for the one that's out there, man, like I say, if you have to find out what your purpose is as a man. I want to ask you this too, also, cause I say, and it's gonna go with everything that be going. What we be saying? Do you feel most ladies give their body away too freely? That's why a lot of parenting and things don't work out and things like that. Do you feel that most ladies, you know, hey, they ready right then and there? I already know what I want. Do you feel that is another communication thing to finding out the type of men you're dealing with or whatever the case may be, or how you feel about that?
I'm gonna start off with this one. I have met people and know a few ladies that have the mindset. Well, we all grown, so it ain't no how so they feel that you know, and not just women, you know, men too. They feel that you shouldn't hold off, you know, since we both grown. So they making it like, oh, it's okay to, if we just men or whatever, we can go ahead and, you know, do or whatever. But the thing is that, you know, it's an up and a down to everything. You know, because sometimes that leads to a dead end. Especially when you start giving up things too early, then you don't have anything to, you know, to look forward to. Because you pretty much you already got the cake, the cookies, the ice cream, and everything. You know what I'm saying? You just got the, you know. So when you put that first, then now you got to try to work on trying to find out, which is in reverse, the person who, oh, I didn't know she was crazy.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, but you was so ready to dip up in the cake and the ice cream. And then now she crazy, but you wouldn't know she was crazy. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you would have, you know, took your time to kind of get to know a little bit about the person first.
I ain't gonna lie now. I ain't gonna lie now. Ain't that like a little something when you first meet her. But I ain't saying it right. But I feel that you should be able to handle it. And I do also feel, you don't know no person. Like I done laid up with women too, and then you come to find out they bipolar and crazies, and you know, a lot of times sex makes up a lot of things. But let me ask you this question. I want to ask you this question, brother, and it just be honest. It's just honest. If a woman want to give it to you on the first night, second night, third night, fourth night, do you find it to be a problem? Will you have thoughts in your mind? For the one that's on, please share. Welcome to the Chicken Energy Podcast. We have an open conversation. Would you be like, damn, I want to marry her? You like, damn, you know, or is it still gonna take you some time to know, or do you like, shit, I never hit that man, fuck that. But how do you feel after that?
The age I am now, I'm not so quick to drive the car, so I take a minute, you know, because I didn't have some crazy ones, and I didn't have some ones I didn't fell in love with that, you know, broke my heart and whatnot, but you know. I'll take my time before, because like I really get an old school 64 whatever and try to fix it up first before I go get me something brand new that I can just say, oh, he got the new this and that.
Okay.
So
well, with this saying that, what do you expect? What do you actually expect? Not just out of the woman that you actually will be with or deal with or with. I'm just saying all around in general. Cause man, I went to Walmart the other day, man. Ladies, I'm sorry, y'all fucked up. Y'all need to change. They going down half naked. Man, I just seen some disturbing stuff the other day that may be like, it's 5 o'clock. You got pajamas on. You got a baby in your hand. I'm talking about, you know, decent exposure just all day long. Just walking around Walmart. Now people I say, hey, look, shit, man, they ain't Walmart. Shit, you ain't got to go to the club no more. But what is it that you actually expect out of a woman for as caring herself and doing all these type of things? What do you expect out of a woman, period?
I want a woman to have self-respect for herself, for one. When it comes to something like that, I really be waiting in the hospital showing everybody. I need some. I really want to see somebody that's caring, easy to talk to. I can be myself. Somebody goes to church, God fearing or whatnot.
Okay.
You gotta be super holy. but you know, at least have little guys. Somebody I can lay back, have fun with,
Right.
play the game with, wrestle, go fishing or something. You know, sport, go travel or whatnot. Somebody it's easy going when you falling in love with somebody. You know,
Right.
I don't want the headstrong. You ain't finna do this. The controlling part.
Right.
So
Well, let me ask you this. Let me interest you. Just what about just all around? Because you know you have daughters. Your daughters have to deal with ladies, but just black women. Period. When you're walking in the stores, when you're going out. I'm saying this because I'm asking this question because I expect a lot out of a woman. Period. She don't have to be my woman because I love you anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then men's jobs are to protect women, right?
Right.
Either you're a police officer or whatever you is. Like, if I see somebody I hurt, it's my job to say, look, man, you know, it's my job like now on this podcast is to lift you up, right? I be disappointed a lot of times because I feel that it's things that you do in walking on. Do it in your house. And that's why I'm going too far as a woman. Like, we always complain about what men not doing and what we're not doing with each other. But I'm saying for as a man, I love every woman, and then for me to see something, if I got my daughter in the store, you got half but nigga, you go, she see that.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? The young ladies starts wanting to be like you. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of ladies have influence on a lot of ladies. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of ladies are single because of listening to a lot of women. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm asking you, as you know, back in the days, they used to be so thorough, so they dealt with you for about who you were. You know what I'm saying? Not what you have or whatever case may be. So what I'm asking you is, when it comes to be just when you see ladies all out, you know, what you mostly expect for them from them or whatever case may be. Not just saying naturally like them giving you something, but like far as them carrying themselves or et cetera, things like that.
Carry themselves like a real woman. They don't have all your booty. You can show your little legs, but
Right.
you got some shorts. You got half your cheeks out. I don't want that.
Okay.
Just, you know, be respectful of yourself first, but then, you know what I'm saying, you respect others. So, I mean, it's just, you know, I don't want no half nigga woman. This is in my own house, not outside the Walmart.
All right, let me go to the sister. You know, like most ladies say, I know what I want, and you know, do you know what you want? When it comes to a man, do you actually feel in life or whatever, do you feel that, hey, you know, I know what I want, I know exactly what it is. Do you feel you know what you want? Okay, well, let me ask you this question, if you do. But what are you willing to give up? If you meet a man, and I know what I want, you know what it is, but what are you, in the detail about that, what I mean is, most women want the protection, but they don't want the direction. So if you get with a man, and this man is going to protect you, and then, you know, most black women don't like to listen. You want the protection, but you don't want the direction. So based on what I'm saying again, and then go back to communication, because I know a lot of times it's hard for us to listen sometimes when you're so used to doing things on your own. What would you be willing to give up? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel it's going to take you a while? How long? Break it down a little bit for me. Keep it short, but break it down.
I mean, I have a perfect example to use for that. Like you were saying, when, let's say you find a good guy, and then he has a good job, because you as a woman, you want that man, you want him to be the provider and everything. But guess what? Women, we love our time, we love our quality time, but for him to be able to take care and be that leader and be that leader in that household to take care, he might have a job where he have to work 14 or 7 days, 2 weeks on and then 2 weeks off.
That's right.
So the thing that you're giving up is some sacrificing some of your time, which a lot of women have a problem with that. They don't know how to be able to balance that because they want all the time, but then you have to give up that time to have what you want, because for him to be able to do his job as a man, he have to go out there to go get the money. He can't get the money always laid up, you know, even though that's what you want. But the thing is that you have to communicate with that man, get with his schedule, and then you know, when he come home, yeah, he be tired, so he gonna need them, you know what I'm saying? So then that's when y'all come and talk about, well, okay, when you come home this way, and then when you come home, sometimes, you know, have something laid out for him. That's another thing that women lack as well, that you need to give up the sacrifice, because you're so used to the man always being there. You want the man to be there for you, but what are you, you know, willing to do to keep that man around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that means maybe I do need to get out my comfort zone, and when he come home, maybe I do need to kind of, you know, maybe surprise him sometime. Let him come home to a surprise instead of always, you know, just you know, the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I say I would use that as one thing to give us.
That's a good example. What if a man? What about what are the sacrifices that you willing to take? Because in a relationship, I was married before for 13 years, and being in a relationship, man, you have to sacrifice a lot. Most of it be your time, like you were saying. A lot of times it can be something that you love to do, music. I ain't giving the music for nobody. I'm sorry.
We need
Shit, fuck all of that. But you know what I mean. Some of our selfish ways as people, we have to let them go. A lot of times, most people in a relationship, but they want to stay the same. They want to talk the same. They want to dress the same. They want to walk the same. When you get in a relationship, they just the way I feel. Now they just me. The order to make something work, you got to change. I can't say that I want you and I love you if I'm not willing to change. And I want to ask this question because I was gonna wait to ask this. I was gonna wait to ask this question. And when I ask this question, you gotta be very careful before you answer. When I'm asking to my brother first, because I'm jumping up a whole lot of questions. Do you feel you're a good man?
I feel I'm okay. Or just to know.
Okay.
I ain't gonna put myself way up there.
No. It's a reason. It's a reason.
But I ain't perfect.
Okay. I'm saying to a woman. When it comes to a woman, do you feel that you'll be a good man for a woman? And I just want to see what your answer be, and I want you to give us a...
The way I feel like it's not a yes or no. I just say it depends on who I'm with.
Okay.
And what she's willing to accept. So
You're right.
I can't really just say yes or no.
How about you? Do you feel you're a good woman? Because I hear a lot of women. I'm a good woman. I do this. I cook. I clean. I suck it. I fuck it. Okay, you got a good other shit sucking and fucking too. I'm go right out there to get there. But I'm saying, do you really know what a good woman and a good man is? I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm asking you, do you feel you're a good woman?
I feel it.
Okay. Why?
Because I feel like I carry a lot of traits and different mindsets that differs from women. Like some women, like a lot of misunderstandings and like I said, communication, not knowing how to work things out, know how to listen. Because we have a problem with we do a lot of this and then we don't sit back and take the time out to listen, and then so sometimes if we sit back and we listen, then we'll be able to actually find a problem that that we can actually fix.
Okay.
So I do feel like it's a lot of things that I'm very considerate. I feel like I have a big consideration.
Okay.
Issue when it comes to me, I'm more considerate than the average woman because you get up, I might, come bring you lunch. Some women don't bring me lunch, but I do feel like there's some qualities in me that I feel that sets me apart from, that most women that I feel that makes me a good woman.
Okay. Now, don't you mad at me? We don't give a fuck about that. I don't.
Okay.
That's why I say it
Now,
depends.
to tell you something. No. Watch this. What we have to understand as people is this. You can say that you're a good man, you can say that you're a good woman, but you might not be a good woman for the job that the person needs you for. You can meet a woman right now and she can love you, but it might be something that you don't do for her. You know what I'm saying? You might cook, you might clean, you might do all those type of things. She might not need you to do that. I might not need a woman to do that. I say I'm a good man because I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to make my relationship work out right. for that woman. You know what I'm saying? Every woman is not the same. Every man is not the same. Most people are not willing to sacrifice or to do that. Like you meet a girl, you know, she might say, "Hey, damn, I want you to just focus, start putting on some suits and stuff." You know what I'm saying? Whatever makes my life better, and she, I'm willing to do that. You know, you see how a lot of people like, I ain't willing to do all that. What he talking about? We ain't much married. Well, bitch, we ain't never gonna get married then. Yeah. Because every time I ask you something or say something to you, you go back on what you did, what I did. I don't care what you did. You did because that's what you wanted to do. I didn't ask you for that. Well, if I want you to do what I'm asking you to do, yeah, maybe you are a good one for it, cooking me some, bringing me something to eat, at work or whatever it may be. But then when I'm talking to you, already got to open your mouth and say something. You know what I'm saying? You're not the woman for me. You know what I'm saying? And I might not be the woman. I mean, the man. I ain't know that woman. The man for I might not be the man for some women. Some women might say, "Damn, you know how to put the bone down. Good, he cook, he do this, he do that." But it's not. Girl, I can't have it. You understand what I'm saying? It depends on the person that you meet. That let you know that if you was like a job. See, ain't nobody that if you play if you got football trial, if you're a basketball player, you can't go there. Yeah. So at the end of the day, people got to understand what a good woman and a good man is. If you're not willing to be a versatile person, please show, ladies, all this, I'm a good woman, I'm a good, okay, yeah, you got a lot of women you got the same thing going on any other person got it going on. But at the end of the day, what you have to understand is it's all about what you're willing to do for the next person. Relationships ain't built on what you can give, it's about what you can take. And a lot of people not willing to take those sacrifices. They'll meet somebody, and like I said, they'll want the protection, they'll want all of this right here. You got some lazy guys want to be in women's houses, don't want to work, don't want to do. You got some dudes, they want to do this, but don't want to do that. Say, man, when you get with a woman, you got to be willing to sacrifice, leaving back some stuff. You got to be, you know what I'm saying, do a little change. Because like I said, the person, how you going to say that you for me, but you doing what you want to do. Yeah. You ain't doing what I'm asking you to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like it's going to hurt you and it's going to hurt me, but this is what I like. Hey, babe, I want you to know what I'm saying, when we go out or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? You know, you jealous or something. Hey, look, I mean, it's at some point in time, you going to have to stop winning that. At some point in time, baby, I ain't going to be able to keep going to the bars and stuff, and I'm not going to be able to keep drinking. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes she ain't going to be wanting me to smell like how she want to see some change. So that's why I ask people say that they're a good man, people say that they're a good woman, but do you really know what a good man and woman is? Everybody got jobs, everybody got to pay bills. That automatic. Most people want you to give them a reward for being a man. Some people want you to have a reward for being a woman. So that's why I always ask God to help me to be able to change some things about myself. You understand what I'm saying? And me not just looking at it clearly from my eye point of view, because if I'm with you, you can see some things about me. They like, hey, listen, that you even have to kind of shit out on it the way that you talk. It's not going to work out. And if it's turning you off, I'm not such a good man as I said I was. You understand what I'm saying? I want to go to you, brother, and I want to ask you this question here, and respectfully, for the one that's on, please share. We're gonna shut it down at 5:45. Is 5:25 right now. Please share for the one that's coming on. Thank you, Latrice. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Thank everybody that came on. My cousin. Thank y'all so much. I want to ask you this, brother. And I want to ask the ladies this also. Do you feel ladies respect us for what we have or who we are?
It's half and half.
I'm gonna say most.
You got half and half.
I just want to ask you that question. Do you feel that women respect us for what we have or who we are? Just think about that. If right now, if you walking down what's name, the woman look at you right now, will she just automatically respect you? Or if you pull up in that thing with the BMW slamming on it, do you think she'll have more respect for you? She see you pull up in your truck, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you like, hey, how y'all doing? Hey, baby, how you doing?
They were looking at me in my truck, but they can't get the car. Yeah,
okay.
They gonna
okay.
Want that.
So what you saying?
They going for what they got.
Okay.
See, here's another thing.
Okay, come on.
I'm finna tell you.
Come on.
Most women be like wondering why me and cheat sometimes, and they probably got a woman look like her, or whatever. Then they got the average chick treat him way better. Instead of all the mouth and all that other extra stuff, they gonna go sleep with that one. They ain't finna go find something that look better than the other half the time. And then half the time we just gonna do that just to make her jealous. So if you really looking for, like, when a man really wants some comfort, they gonna find the one that's average that's gonna treat him right. But like you said, the woman gonna look for somebody that's driving the Navigator on the 30s or whatever, jump out with all the rings on, whatever they looking for the image.
Okay.
They're not looking for the brother that's gonna be, I'm gonna try to do my best to make you happy.
Well, that's why I don't do my best to try to make a woman happy. Fuck you.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
No, no disrespect. Why I'm saying that is this. I ain't meant to cut you off. I'm asking you that, and you're absolutely right. And I'm asking him this question, ladies, because that's the first thing most, not all, I respect women. That's the first thing most ladies go for. Most women say, oh, this don't matter, but that's what you went for though. You didn't go for the guy. Most females, because you're not a woman, most females go for the guys that don't want them. And the guy that actually wants to be there and he don't have everything that you feel he should have, and you don't have neither. He's beginning to be an average guy or a nobody. Well, let's reverse it. What if it was your child? Ladies, what if it was your child, an average guy, loving guy, you raised him up well, put him through school and things like that, he's not out on the streets. Do you feel the ladies, and I'm gonna give it to you, do you feel the ladies choose all of that? They choose the man that don't want them, and then the guy that really love him, he be down this second, well, not even second, 10th, 11th, 12th to everything else that she had already done.
Yeah, that'd be the late night for her.
Damn, that's cool.
That'd be the late night for her. You come on over here now. Charles gone. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Well, how do you feel about do you feel that most females respect men for what they have or who they are? Honestly, like, man, you didn't, from looking at society, from being around you, singing in all these different places, from us looking just at social media or whatever period, just everyday life. Do you feel these ladies, especially these ones that's growing up now, these young ladies now, how do you feel? Do you feel that they actually respect the person for what they have or who they are?
I'm gonna touch, back with what he said, because I agree totally with what he said, because women would pretty much look at the guy and what he has versus the type of man he is. Because like you said, you can have you got two men, you have a guy over here and a guy over here. And like you said, the Navigator with the 30s and, the flashy, but then you got a guy that may not be as fortunate, but he's a good dude. He, have all the, traits and everything, but it ain't enough.
Yeah, enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but the flashy over here, because they automatically feel like he got it all because of what the eye is already seeing up front. You're saying that, it ain't all about the looks, but then, if you have an average guy that don't look as good, but then, you'll pass him up for a guy that's all, pretty boy. You know what I'm saying? Then he the one that he got upside the head. You know what I'm saying? So it's that's how I feel.
Okay. I'm happy you said that, because I want to break up the looks and things for everything. It's 5:30. For the ones that's coming on, please share. Open conversation. We having a good conversation back and forth here. Shout out to everybody in Shreveport. Thank y'all for the love and support that y'all been giving me. Again, thank y'all for being here. I want to ask you a question. I want y'all to be honest with me now. Don't lie to me, because if you do it, I start tearing up shit. No. Do you feel looks matter? Looks. I want to say this. Looks, money, size. I'm gonna go to all these things. Look, money, size. I'm trying to think of one more thing. Think of something, Kim. You give me one thing. Let me see. Give me one more. Give me something. What most people go after? Fame. Do those things matter? Do you feel they matter?
No. To me,
be careful.
I'll put it like this here.
Be careful.
I'll put it like this here.
Be careful.
I'll put it like this here. Through life, I pretty much had it all when it comes to women. But my thing is, yes, every man wants something that looks nice.
Come on.
But at the same time, if you sit up here trying to wreck your brain instead of hitting your head against the wall for something you know you ain't gonna get,
Okay.
you gonna settle for the one that looks so average or whatever. Your second best team or whatever. Like they say, like my team is the Saints. Okay, I love the Saints. I want to be over here, but my second team would be Baltimore. So I'm still, I'm gonna go ahead to Baltimore because they ain't going nowhere. So I don't see myself going nowhere with this over here. So I'm gonna stick with this over here. So it might be chubby. I no probably ain't gonna get no money. Don't be in the middle. We good. Because I don't really too much care about all that. I just I just want to meet in the middle. As long as you smell good, keep yourself up. I'm good. You ain't got to be famous. I can have me an average woman.
Okay.
So,
that's how you feel?
yeah.
How you feel?
Everybody.
Well, I'm about to really say some stuff. Nah, how you come on. Give it to me.
Looks don't matter to me.
Okay, what you mean looks don't matter to you?
Me,
I want you to speak up. Live.
Okay. Live. Okay.
What you mean
So,
looks don't matter to you?
Looks don't matter to me because of the fact that, you can look good, but then again, but your qualities and everything, your personality may not match up to, to how you look.
Okay.
Because you might have a guy over here, he might be, a little chubby, but he has a heart of gold. So. But but the way society is everything is pretty much based on looks, and we just need to get out of that because it don't take you.
You say one thing.
Go ahead.
Back in the day, like when we trying to find the finest thing, later on I found out that was high maintenance. Somebody ain't got. So that's why I say that.
Yep.
And then like it's a lot of stuff come with that extra Beyonce looking woman.
Right.
And you don't want them problems.
See,
Right.
see,
You talk about the man is like, oh, I'm gonna have to pay for this.
see, that's what y'all saying. See, what y'all saying is, to me, is average thinking. Looks do matter. Money do matter. First of all, when you walk out the door, you gonna walk out the door not doing your hair and your face and all that stuff right there? I want you to say it loud. No, yes or no. So it looks matter. So even when Jesus stepped, he stepped the right way. This is what I'm saying. Looks are going to always matter because if you're a person that loves yourself, you're going to carry yourself with the highmost respect, right? So you're going to want the other person to do the same thing. You don't want a woman, looks are not necessary on the outside. It's an inside. See, and when you're a person that have the heart of gold, it's gonna show you. You understand what I'm saying? Just because you feel that you don't look per se physically in the form of, everybody don't have a broody here. You understand what I'm saying? But people have to start understanding that that's not the only person that broody is in. The strongest broody is in the inside. But if looks don't matter, then why most women want to shake their butt on the internet? Why most people want to try to flash money? It make it look good, huh? But they broken though in the inside though. Yeah, it matter. Because you only can pretend for so long. Do money matter? Everybody, I'd rather be rich in mind, and then when I get the money, I can keep it. What it does is, to me, I'm saying, it all go hands in hand. Do it matter? Am I want to get up in the morning and say, oh, I just want to let myself go? No. Do I want to deal with anybody that's going to feel that way? No. Do you want to hang around a dude that stay broke? Yeah. So money got to matter. You don't want to be pulling up at the gas station all the time, friends, so-called, y'all calling y'all my friend, so-called homeboy. I don't want to pull up all the time and have to buy you no beer. I don't want you calling me all the time and saying, hey man, I need you to help me pay my bill this month. Yeah, money do matter. So looks matter, and whatever it is, once you start taking care of yourself as a person, and you start carrying yourself, high maintenance, high value, man, is the class of how you carry yourself as a man. We just were talking about it earlier. Yeah. If you know you taking care of your responsibility as a man, taking care of your household, you know you got to pay bills. You feel me? Now, even if your woman the plus size, whoever, whatever, but she still got that look about. Damn, baby, she smell good, everything. All of that carries for the one that's on Peace. All that carries you to the next level. Now I'm gonna take this right out. You're gonna make a bust out of the laughing. Man, go back and look at some of these people that has was fortunate and God has blessed them, maybe Satan did too,
Right.
to get a little money in their hand, right? Shit, do they look the same? Shit, some of them look better, don't they? Some of the women look better. You go back and look at these old pictures of Gucci Man, you know what I'm talking about? You go look at all these people. It does matter, man, but it's all about what you do and how you move. So punk people like, oh, it don't matter to me. I used to say that too, but hey, homeboy, get you some money. I don't think, see, we struggling. The first thing, man, it comes from the inside. Whatever you can do once, you can do twice. And you keep doing it over and over and over and over again. And what people have to understand is, man, it comes from the inside. That brooding, it comes from the inside. I'd rather be rich in mind any day. You know what I'm saying? God give me, even when I'm broke, I still feel good. You know what I'm saying? I still want to have that. I still want, even though I'm broke, I don't want to look broke. Cause I gotta go to a job interview. I gotta make them feel like I want the job. And the people gonna say, man, damn, bro, there's something about you, man. You got that glow, man. That's the original I got in me. So most people look at it as a month, but they just think about some of these guys that fall off. Man, dudes don't got no problem putting some of them dudes back on when they come home from prison. Look how a woman that took care of herself, and you're a woman that know how to handle things and handle your bread and handle your money. You know what I'm saying? You keep yourself up, and then somebody said, damn, bro, I would have never knew. It matters. I want to ask y'all these couple of questions for how do you feel about these ladies now these days feeling that the man should pay all the bills? Shit, how do you I'm trying to figure it out. Boy, this ain't like, even if it was, I'm saying, but how you feel about though, just say you get your woman you like, woman, nice looking woman, wholesome one, whatever it may be, she said, I think you should pay all the bills, a real man pay all the bills. Well, how would you, I wait to tell you how I feel, oh shit, how you feel about that?
I mean, if I had it like that, it depends on how much in love I was, but same time, I ain't that type of person.
Okay.
I really ain't. I mean, but if I pay the biggest bills, like the house note and whatever else this big or something, and you get the water bill and whatever else, the insurance on the house, you know, it's, to me that's 50-50. But paying all of them, not right now.
But let's just say, if you was that rich man, let's say you that rich man, right? Yeah. And you paying all the bills in the house. Still, how would you feel about her? What would you say? Goddamn, baby, you know, it's something. How do you feel about just paying all the bills and she don't do nothing but talk about it, be on social media, this is that, my man, whatever, however they do. How you feel about it?
That might tick me off a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, a lot. Because I feel like you just flossing and you're not trying to do nothing. You just sitting there. You can do something. Okay. Is you making money off social media? Or you just sitting around, laughing around? I mean, right. I can get one of my kids to do that.
Right. How do you feel about I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with a man paying the bills, but how do you feel about that and a woman just saying this, hey, guess what I want? If a man can't pay all the bills, I don't want to be with him. You know, most ladies say that, oh, can you pay my bill? How you feel about that?
It shouldn't be that way because, well, it be that way, but it shouldn't be that way because when you say you want a man to pay all the bills, no, you should want a man that should just have a strong backbone to be supportive. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, at some point, what if that man get injured on the job?
That way, you see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
And see, that's where, you know, you as a woman have to come in because at the end of the day, if a man paying all the bills, well then what would be your job and position of what you're going to do? You know, because then that means that, okay, you take care of all of the, you know, the small things, you make sure the house is clean, you know, the food, you know, so therefore, if he paying all the bills, you can't lack in what you're doing. And then, like I said, if he get hurt, then if he lose, then a lose and lose, it's just a big loss because it ain't no balance, it ain't nothing to fall back to.
Yeah. Now, some men, when they doing that, I ain't gonna say all, I got some people I know. So where they doing it like that, they feel, I see them being controlled. Because they
you
paying
got
out
that right
bills.
there.
And then you got women that actually do that for real. So you got dudes that want to sit at home, like you say, play PlayStation. No, they ain't trying to go find no job.
Right.
Now I understand that part. You trying to, you know, what I'm saying, you getting on him, but the dude that is trying, them the ones get dogged out the worst.
You're right. You're right. For the one that's on, please share. We're going to end it in a second. I'm going to go on the list a little bit, tad bit longer. How I feel about a woman that want me to pay the bill. Damn, I started to say something that bad. Kiss my ass. First of all, I don't have no problem with paying all the bills. First of all, you don't have to ask me.
Right.
I don't want you asking me nothing. Don't ask me shit. One thing about me as a man, I'm gonna pay the bills regardless, right? But I don't want you to. I want to be appreciated as a man. I don't want you saying I want a man to pay all the bills. Let me show you what type of man I am.
Right.
Fuck, I don't need you asking me, can I pay the bills? Can you pay my fucking bills? No, I noticed that us as black people in a relationship, you love to try to tear a person down, but you ain't trying to build a person up. 9 times out of 10, like I say, the system. If a woman see me sitting at the bus stop right now with this tight ass shirt on, she gonna keep on going. But when a dude see a woman at the bus stop, and it's our fault, fine or whatever type of thing, he can be a bit. He stop. He don't care what you got. He don't care what you have. He like what he see. So at the end of the day, do I think a man's supposed to pay all the bills? Yes. But I still think that you're supposed to be contributing something in the house, making it comfortable for him when he come home, food cook, children take care of. If he got a business like me, the podcast stuff. Hey, look, I got your I got these put up. I got your thumbnails together. I got all this together. I got this together. I got your clothes together. I as a man, I don't want to pay the bills and spoil you to the point where you think I'm gonna live and last forever, because I'm not. I might get sick. Something might happen to me along the way. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody that appreciate me as a man, period, and I wouldn't have a problem with paying nothing. But I want to go on and ask this question too. Do you feel that you equal to a man? Be careful when you have that. Do you feel as a woman that you are totally equal to a man?
No.
Why not?
Well,
Because I hear a lot of ladies say, I can do what you do, we can do, I can do what you do, we can do what I. Most women feel that they're equal to a man. I can't have no babies.
Because that's the independent mentality that you know that we have, and that most women do carry, because they do compare and feel like everything, you know, with jobs, you know, everything a man can do, you know, a woman can do. But at the same time, you know, how long can you keep it up?
Right.
Because doing what a man's supposed to do, you can do it. But at the same time, then where's your time to be a woman?
Ooh. Ooh. Y'all hear that? She said you can do it, but where's your time to be a woman? I don't think you. I think a lot of time, and I hate to take over, but I got to take over because it's my show anyway, so we don't need to. Not they're playing. I think sometimes we lose ourselves trying to actually take up on things from one another. You know what I'm saying? Tell a woman how she should do. Tell a woman how, I don't feel that now. I used to. I can't tell a woman how to be a woman. I can tell a woman what I like. You have to find out who you are yourself. I don't feel that I'm equal to a woman because I'm not a woman. I have, you know, I was born when my mom and my dad had me for equal, but in God's eyes, equal to how He made us. Yeah, but when it comes to being here on earth, I don't want my woman doing some of the things. Like I seen women toting heavy stuff. And I'm not saying a lot of women can't do that. Most women don't want to do it. They ain't finna do it. So when it comes to things, even the system, things are not equal to us as men because women have the system more than we do. Right, I feel. If you go in there and get into it with a woman right now, and she say something, she can lie on you right now, put your hand behind her back. If you look at the laws in the court system right now, do you think it's more for a woman or it's more for a man? See what I'm saying? When it comes to get a job, Or a man can look at a woman and look how she look, give her the job. As a man, when you start getting fetishes on your belt, this and that, a woman get pulled over in the car, whatever kind of job, dude, but go ahead on, let you go. I want ladies, I want y'all to understand it for I end it, man. I ain't with the back and forth of who do more, who do what. I just want you to just think about a man and what all he got to go through. He can't take no fucking break. Now, if you just want to go cold turkey right now and just say, I don't want to do that, the system can tote you the rest of the way. Mm-hmm. You just got to come down off your high horse and you just be living a certain type of way. The system ain't going to give us nothing. At all. When it comes to, look how they do us and mess up our, look how they separate the household of the family. Look how they do that. But they still want to make it all right for y'all, for you can be on Uncle Tom's dick. You understand what I'm saying? They gonna put the pressure on. They make y'all put the pressure and go against us. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of people in the system like right now. Boy, they hate them food stamps getting cut off. I'm happy they getting cut off. I'm happy all you fucking hoes ain't getting food stamps no more. Because you need to go get a job. Because at the end of the day, you got some ladies that work every day. They got 3, 4 kids, 2 kids. They be working every day, man. And food is expensive. Y'all be in the same place, it's doing the same thing all the time. Then when you get the food stamp, you sell it. So at the end of the day, man, I feel that we have to learn how to come together, learn how to love one another. It shouldn't be a back and forth thing, pointing a finger or nothing like that. Before I end this thing, is there anything y'all want to say? I thank y'all for coming out. Is there anything that y'all want to say before we end this thing? Sorry, you got anything you want to say, my brother?
Y'all make sure y'all go check out my music on all digital platforms. Eric Hunter, aka Mr. Don't Leave.
Okay. What about you?
Well, it was a pleasure and honor being here, and hopefully, to have more time and more times to come again. Okay. And also, like you said, with his music, I'm known around the city as well. Again, for any events, birthdays, funerals. I done a funeral recently, so you can hit me up as well on Facebook. My name is Lakeisha Washington. I'm on Facebook. You can hit me up anytime.
Y'all already know I'm Mr. Check your engine. Okay, whenever y'all need me to script, just let me know. I come to the point. Not just playing this. But no, check out the podcast at 5 o'clock. For the ones that did come, I want to thank y'all. I know sometime, man, my other people that be busy, I know y'all watching on the outside. I love y'all. I am going to come with some more things with the brand. Y'all make sure y'all go also check out Social Go. Check out all the podcasts that's going down the street, boy. Peace, love, and joy. We out.